Hello, everyone. My name is Donna Peterson, and I'm the president and owner of World Innovators. And today I want to share with you a secret. For many years, I would never admit to clients and my team how petrified I was of public speaking, about doing those annual reviews in front of clients, standing up there in the middle of the boardroom in front of everyone, giving those presentations. Yes, I had to do it, but I hated the whole thing of it. The planning, the scheduling, going there, everything. I was in nerves. My palms would sweat, my knees would knock. It was a sickening situation. And then even after I gave the presentation, oh, I would rehash the whole thing in my mind over and over, driving myself crazy, saying this was awful. Something had to change. And that's when I realized that public speaking wasn't just about personal growth. It also brought in the aspects of traditional marketing that we use here at World Innovators.
Before we jump in, your host is Donna Peterson, and you are listening to the B2B Marketing Excellence and AI podcast. We come to you every week with actionable tips and suggestions that can help you be more efficient, create better marketing plans, and be a salesperson that really closes those leads.
My journey was simple. 2020, I got sick of feeling so sick of public speaking and presenting to clients and even talking to my team. I really didn't like being up there in front of everyone talking away. I would get tongue-tied. I decided to join a Toastmasters group. What I found out is Toastmasters is not just about public speaking. Yes, those first few meetings, I was scared to death. Are they going to call on me? Am I going to have to speak in front of them all? But instead, I went into an environment that was very nurturing, and they slowly immersed you into their meetings. Toastmasters is more than just public speaking. It's communication skills in your personal and your business life. It's about giving presentations. It's about just networking. How you can talk when you go to a networking event. How you could talk if you just went out for coffee and someone next to you is right there. You can say hello and start a conversation. There's little things that I learned through Toastmasters. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about Toastmasters. Definitely check it out because it is a great way to start to get over those fears, but then you can go over it regularly. I go every other week to a Toastmasters meeting where I am brushing up on my speaking skills and my leadership skills. This is a great way to get started. But there became two benefits that I got from public speaking at Toastmasters. One, yes, business growth. How did it help us? I was finally able to go out and speak in person so people could really get to know me as an individual, but get to know the World Innovators brand. What did we stand for? I became more comfortable, and now I look for speaking engagements to get out there and speak. Especially now with AI, this topic of honing in on your public speaking skills is becoming more important because people now are trying to figure out, is this AI message or is this message AI generated or from the individual? But if you're up there speaking, they can tell it's you. They get a feel for you, your personality. Not everyone's going to like your personality, and not everyone you speak to is going to like your presentation. But I always say, if there's just one person in the room that gets something out of what I said, it's a win for me. Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to share the knowledge and the things that I had to overcome in my career so that other people can learn faster and start to incorporate that now. The second great benefit I got from public speaking is I'm able to put out in the marketplace my mission. My mission right now is to inspire success. People need to hear from other people who've done it before, how they've run a company, how they do their marketing, how they start public speaking, some hurdles that they've had in business. If you can learn from someone who's already gone through it, now you can grow faster. Your business will succeed at a higher rate because you don't have to go through all those mistakes I already did. You don't have to spend that time sitting there going, "Oh, I'm so scared of public speaking. I don't want to do this." And now you can listen to this podcast and hopefully take action so that you are excited about public speaking, so that you can start to make a change, so that you can start to get your mission out there. Public speaking can be used as that marketing channel that can help elevate everything you're doing in marketing. I just did a presentation and it was all about how traditional marketing with digital marketing can help you build those relationships. That's what you need right now. You need some of those traditional marketing channels to help your digital marketing get seen and heard because there's so much noise out in the marketplace. But if you have these traditional ones, people will be like, "Oh yeah, that's right, Donna Peterson. I heard her speak at FabTech. I'm going to look at her LinkedIn post. Oh, this email's from Donna Peterson. I saw her speak at FabTech. Oh, she presented at a PMA event. Oh, I just heard her podcast, the B2B Marketing Excellence in AI podcast." You see, people want to trust the people that they're listening to. There's many choices to what we could listen to, especially on podcasts, that if you don't know the person or trust the person, you don't want to listen to it because now AI can create a whole podcast for you and it's all AI generated content. But our podcast here at B2B Marketing Excellence and AI is not just audio, it's visual. You can see it is actually me. It is my thoughts. And when it comes back to public speaking, I've talked about this many times before because when I joined Toastmasters, it changed my life. It changed my personal life, but it's helped my business life. Now, as I said, you start to do the public speaking, which is a traditional marketing channel, and that will help elevate your digital marketing. You'll start to see a higher return on investments across all your channels because now you are building that trust. You are forming relationships and people respect what you have to say and they're going to want to listen. For all my industrial brands that are out there listening to this, first thing you need to do, go out there and start speaking at industry events. Start small. You can start with a local chapter. You can start with talking on webinars or being part of a panel. The second thing is position your subject matter so that you're an expert. I'm out there speaking all the time about B2B marketing, but more importantly, it is about building relationships. Getting out there and speaking is the fastest way to start to form those relationships. And then the more you're out there speaking on the same topic, people are like, "Gosh, she really knows her stuff." It starts to build that trust. And the third thing, when you get out there and you start to public speak, oh my God, you get a wealth of content. I do one of these podcasts, it becomes social media posts, it becomes blogs, it gets put in our newsletter, it gets shared with prospects, because they might say, "Oh, I have a question. What do you think is the number one thing we should work on?" Public speaking. I would send them the link to this podcast. From these episodes, like I said, we even get videograms. You get so much information when you go out and you public speak that you can repurpose it. And this is where AI can help you with that repurposing. The practical tips to get started: start small. Don't try to do everything. Don't try to be Tony Robbins overnight. That's not going to happen, and you're going to get discouraged. If you try to go out to big venues and say, "I can speak," You got to show them some history that you actually can speak. Start with smaller things and work in your specific niche. Speaking and webinars. Get out there. Focus on the stories that will really serve your audience. If I came here today and I was going to talk to you about how to train for a long cross country race, you would all be bored to death. That's not why you're following me. That isn't even the name of this podcast. You see what I'm saying? Make sure that you're speaking to your specific niche audience about your specific topics that serve that audience. It goes back to your regular marketing tactics: right audience, right message, right channel. This is how you get started. You want to turn your nerves into energy. But I'll tell you, the nerves are never gone. Even right before I do any of these podcasts, my stomach gets nervous. I'm like, oh, am I doing this? My head could talk me out of it. The nerves will always be there, but you've got to be able to understand them and just, okay, yeah, I'm nervous, but that's okay because I have something I need to get out there. I've got an important message that I want to share. And when I remember about my audience and how I want to inspire success, I don't even think about the nerves. Once I start talking, there's no more nerves. I want to get my message across. I want to see you succeed. And one of the ways, especially manufacturers, industrial brands, really any B2B brand that can succeed, is through being out there speaking. Toastmasters, through my training, that's how I started the podcast to begin with. I would have never, ever had the nerve to do that before. Like I said, Toastmasters changed my life. Now, you might say, a pushback I get all the time, but Donna, I wouldn't even know what to talk about. This is where ChatGPT can be a great resource. Quick little window into my world. If I open up my ChatGPT, I have a project there that's called podcasts. I go in there because I regularly leave ideas of future episodes there because I always want to communicate back and forth with ChatGPT. I want to make sure that what I want to speak about will be of interest to my audience. It's very easy to go off on a tangent about cross-country skiing or kittens, but you can't. If you want to be effective, you've got to make sure you stay in that straight line talking to your niche audience. So when you create these projects within ChatGPT, you're able to hash out the idea. And you're also able to double check that this is the right sequence for you to go. Not that you're like way off the grid, but the power of public speaking was a great episode for this show because I've talked about fab tech, but power of public speaking can change your business. Like I said, for us, it moved our business needle. It moved our business needle more than anything else we have done in our 45-year history. It has moved us faster. It has helped our clients realize we are an expert in our space. We talk to list owners and they come on our podcast so that our clients can see, oh, that's right. That publication really does do their due diligence in keeping their files cleaned and updated. Instead of hearing it from me, hearing it from the horse's mouth, now you're hearing it from the actual publishers, the actual conference. It reinforces what we're saying to our clients. And then it helps us get our mission out there. It helps us inspire success in everyone around us. So you need to go make those small little steps today. How can you do that? Join a Toastmasters or any other business networking group where you'll get up regularly and you will public speak. The more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to become with it. You're still going to be nervous, but you're going to be more comfortable doing it because you're going to see that people want your message. People need your message. When I last presented at the end, a woman came up to me and she says, Donna, thank goodness I needed this message She needed me to be talking about AI in a very grounded, simple way. And this is a great way to do it. You already have something valuable to speak about. Now you need to go out and share it. You need to share it with your industry. Get that message out there. Like I said, Toastmasters changed my life. If you look up what Warren Buffett says about communication skills, he would highly recommend that you start working on your communication skills. Maybe not just to public speak, maybe just to communicate to your spouse, maybe to communicate to your coworkers. If you are a leader, you've got to be an effective speaker. Start honing in on those groups. My call to action for you is to take one step this week. Raise your hand, join a group, repurpose some talk that you had with AI and get it out there. Get a video out there. Our mission here at World Innovators is to inspire success. I hope this episode is going to push you to step outside that comfort zone so that you can see how exciting it is, but also how you can move your business needle faster in both your business growth, but also in personal development. If you have any comments for me or would like to talk to me more about Toastmasters or my journey in this, how I'm getting speaking engagements, how I'm writing articles, how I'm getting on webinars, please feel free to reach out to me at dpeterson@worldinnovators.com. As you can tell, public speaking is something I'm extremely passionate about. I would love to hear from you. I would love to help you. Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks for listening to the World Innovators B2B Marketing Excellence and AI podcast. If you'd like to be updated when new episodes come out, don't forget to subscribe. Also, check out our social media accounts to stay up to date on B2B marketing trends.